The ancestors of today's collies worked as herding dogs in the Scottish Highlands, driving cattle and sheep to the market. They may take their name from a Scottish breed of black-faced sheep, also called the collie. Not much is known about their origins, with shepherds being more interested in working ability than in keeping pedigrees or stud books. The collie might have remained a humble, little-known herding dog, but fate had a different plan. Queen Victoria, who frequently vacationed in Scotland at Balmoral Castle, fell in love with collies in the 1860s. Royal patronage caused a demand for the breed. They went from being the helpmates of humble shepherds to the cherished companions of the wealthy. By 1877, collies were being exhibited in the Westminster Kennel Club show, and again they were taken up by wealthy dog lovers, including J.P. Morgan. Today, the collie ranks 38th among the breeds registered by the American Kennel Club. As his name suggests, the German Shepherd originated in Germany, where he was created in the 19th century primarily by Captain Max von Stephanitz, who wanted to develop a dog that could be used for military and police work. The result was a dog with striking good looks, intelligence, and versatility. The adaptable and attractive dog soon drew the attention of dog lovers in other countries. While Rin Tin Tin is the most famous of the early German Shepherds, he was not the first to come to the United States. One is known to have been brought in the US in 1906, and the American Kennel Club registered the German Shepherd in 1912. The First World War put an end to the breed's popularity because the dogs were associated with the enemy. German Shepherds braved artillery fire, landmines, and tanks to supply German soldiers in the trenches with deliveries of food and other necessities. After the war, movies featuring Rin Tin Tin and fellow German Shepherd Strongheart brought the breed back into favor. American audiences loved them. For a time, the German Shepherd was the most popular breed in the United States, and now he's second in line to the mighty Golden Retriever. The collie is a herding breed, which means he is smart, quick to learn, and very tuned in to his people. While he's nowhere near as intense as the Border Collie and the Australian Shepherd, the collie still needs daily exercise as well as training and play that will challenge his mind. Collies respond best to consistent, reward-based training, and they enjoy the attention that comes with performing, whether doing tricks or competing in agility, obedience, or herding events. The collie can also be an excellent therapy dog, tall enough to stand at the bedside for petting, with a calm and welcoming personality. On the downside, the collie is vocal with a bark that can be exceptionally irritating. If left to his own devices, he can become a nuisance barker. He's not trying to tell you that Timmy's in the well, he's telling you that he's bored. The collie is family-oriented and should live in the home, not out in the backyard. He also has a tendency to nip at heels and play, another sign of his herding heritage. While it's interesting to see instinct in action, it's not a behavior that should be permitted. It can be frightening to children and annoying to everyone else, including other animals. Collies learn quickly and are eager to please, but they get bored with repetitive obedience training. Find different ways to change a routine and keep them interested. His skills as a herder require him to make some decisions independently of people. Learn to appreciate that independence and work with it, not against it. Before we continue, please consider hitting that like and subscribe button, as it would mean a lot. Thanks. The ideal German Shepherd is direct, fearless, and confident. When he comes from parents who have good temperaments and has been socialized to become familiar with many different people, sights, and sounds, he's an intelligent, easy to train, devoted, and following dog. The German Shepherd is naturally protective of his home and property and will always alert you to strangers or intruders, but if you welcome someone into your home, your German Shepherd will accept them too. He will also get along well with other pets, especially if he's raised with them since puppyhood. German Shepherds are smart and learn quickly, the cats rule. The German Shepherd needs a job. While many German Shepherds are raised successfully in kennel situations, these are working dogs who have demanding and interesting tasks to do that give them the needed exercise and mental stimulation. If your Shepherd is a family companion, he needs to live indoors with your family and receive opportunities to exercise his brain, such as learning tricks, helping you around the house by picking things up and bringing them to you, or serving the community as a therapy dog. He will enjoy going for walks or hikes, chasing a ball, or getting involved in a dog sport. He doesn't need to live in a large house with a yard, but if you do live in an apartment or condo, you must be able to give him plenty of walks or other daily exercise and opportunities to relieve himself during the day. Otherwise, he'll be lonely, bored, and even destructive. There are few dog breeds whose fans don't call them intelligent, but in the case of the German Shepherd dog, that's probably an understatement. They're extremely intelligent and famously trainable. Their intelligence means they don't suffer fools or wimpy owners gladly, which means consistent training from an early age is not optional. Those brains, if not put to work in constructive ways, will find plenty of destructive alternatives. German Shepherds can also be way too much dog for even the most well-meaning of people because they were created and bred to work for many generations. Their genes tell them to be a guardian, a police dog, a guide dog, a search and rescue dog, almost anything other than a couch potato. If you aren't ready for that level of commitment, perhaps you should find another breed. Many people want a German Shepherd for purposes of protection, but almost no one really needs a trained protection dog. Most people or families simply need a watchdog and a deterrent. The German Shepherd's size, body language, reputation, and instinctive protectiveness are all that's needed to accomplish those goals, so don't get a trained protection dog that you don't need and probably can't handle. The socialized, well-mannered German Shepherd who lives with his family will protect them as part of his nature. All dogs have the potential to develop genetic health problems, just as all people have the potential to inherit a particular disease. Run and don't walk from any breeder who does not offer a health guarantee on puppies, who tells you that the breed is 100% healthy and has no known problems, or who tells you that her puppies are isolated from the main part of the household for health reasons. A reputable breeder will be honest and open about health problems in the breed and the incidents with which they occur in their lines. Collies can be affected by a number of genetic health problems, including multiple drug sensitivities from a mutation in a multi-dog resistant gene MDR1. Dogs with this mutation can have serious or fatal reactions to a number of common drugs, including the common heart failure preventive ivermectin and loperamide, a human anti-diarrheal agent sometimes used in dogs. Screening not only your puppy's parents but also your dog for these conditions is a life-saving necessity. The test is simple and requires only a cheek swab. Eye problems are also of serious concern in this breed. One of the most intractable is progressive retinal atrophy. Collie eye anomaly is a group of eye disorders ranging from minor to serious. They are present at birth and may be detected in puppies as early as 5 to 8 weeks of age. Unfortunately, collies can also be affected by a number of health conditions for which there are no screening tests. These include epilepsy as well as a condition called bloat, in which the stomach expands with air. This can become a more serious condition, gastric torsion, if the stomach twists on itself, cutting off blood flow. The German Shepherd has a reputation for being prone to hip dysplasia, but breeders are working to decrease the occurrence of this genetic malformation. When a dog has hip dysplasia, the head of the thigh bone doesn't fit properly into the hip socket. Over time, the bone begins to wear away, eventually resulting in painful arthritis. Depending on the severity of the condition, hip dysplasia can be managed with medication, or the hips can be surgically replaced at a cost of thousands of dollars per hip. It's impossible to know if a dog has hip dysplasia simply from examining him or watching him move. Degenerative myelopathy is one of the most devastating of conditions that can affect GSDs. This neurological disease results in a slow, creeping paralysis of the dog's hindquarters. It's untreatable and eventually the dog won't be able to move on his own. Watch your dog carefully for signs of pain and discomfort that come on gradually rather than suddenly, and check his nails at least once a month to watch for signs of uneven wear. While DM in dogs is incurable, the course of the disease can be slowed with treatment. Like many other large breeds, German Shepherds can suffer from a wide variety of heart diseases, including murmurs, valve diseases, and a large heart. An annual heart exam is critical in catching these conditions early on, as many of them respond well to treatment. Before individual German Shepherds can be included in the Canine Health Information Center (CHIC), the German Shepherd Dog Club of America requires them to have hip and elbow certifications from the Orthopedic Foundation for Animals (OFA) and GSDCA temperament test results on file with OFA. Both varieties of collies have double coat, meaning they have a thick, softer undercoat and a thinner, flatter overcoat. The rough collie has a beautiful coat that looks like it needs significant care, but it doesn't. A thorough brushing every week or two will keep the coat healthy and tangle-free. The smooth collie's coat is a piece of cake to care for. Brush him weekly with a rubber curry brush or a soft slicker brush to remove dead hair. Rough collies go through a heavy shed twice a year called a blowing coat. During this time, brush him daily to keep all the loose hair under control. The smooth collie doesn't blow his coat, but he sheds more throughout the year than the rough collie does. The German Shepherd dog has a thick, medium-length double coat that sheds a lot and constantly, so much that even his fans call him a German Shedder. The outer coat sheds heavily in spring and fall, and the German Shepherd must be brushed and bathed frequently during that time to get out all that loose hair. The rest of the year, weekly brushing is generally enough to keep him clean. If the German Shepherd is your breed of choice, purchase a heavy-duty vacuum cleaner. Don't get a German Shepherd if you have allergies or are a fussy housekeeper. The rest is basic care. Trim the nails as needed, usually once a month, and good dental hygiene is important, so brush the teeth frequently for good overall health and fresh breath. Check the ears weekly for dirt, redness, or a bad odor that can indicate an infection. If the ears look dirty, wipe them out with a cotton ball dampened with a gentle ear cleaner recommended by a veterinarian. It's best to introduce your dog to grooming at an early age so he will accept it gracefully. Alright guys, which one do you think you'll get? Tell me down in the comments.